Hello my pretties, my name is Arin, I read books, and today we're going to talk about what I plan on reading next month in November. So I initially planned to do like a really legit in-depth TBR video for this, and then this week the autism and the heart problems just really came for me, you know? So it didn't happen, but I thought that maybe like a quick snappy light version would be better than nothing, and hopefully we can get some really fun vlogs out of this month. But I didn't want to give up on it because I'm so excited to participate for the very first time in the Bloomin Readathon, which is a readathon hosted by the magnificent Allison Pages, one of my very favorite booktubers. I'll link all of the information you need in the description, but I'm really excited to participate, so I still wanted to do this video even if it needs to be a pretty short. The other thing to keep in mind is that I'm a very avoidant person, and if I give myself like a real TBR, then I won't read anything on it, and that's just the type of person I am. So I picked 4 books that I'm determined to read one way or another anyway, that will fit perfectly right down here. Then I have a few others to kind of pad it out. The others are more like, maybe this will happen, maybe it won't. Let's find out together. Anyway, let's get into the quick, light, snappy TBR. So the first space I'm doing is the B space, which is to read a book with a lot of buzz around it. For that, I'm going to read Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, which I'm so thrilled about. Alex E. Harrow is the author of my favorite book of the year so far, Once and Future Witches. This is a modern gothic, the classic gothic house. I'm really, really stoked for it. The next one is Cacti, which is to read either a short book under 300 pages or to read an anthology. So I gave myself some options with this one. I have Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. This one is about 2 wives. One of them goes on a submarine expedition and does not come back when expected. So they assume she's dead, and the wife mourns, but then she does end up coming back, but she's not the same person. This has been all over BookTube. I'm so excited to read it. And the other option is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone. I know that this is sapphic time travel sci-fi. The common denominator here might tell you about the theme of a reading vlog I'm planning on doing this month. Both of these are nice and short, so whichever one I'm feeling that week, maybe both, maybe one, I don't know, we'll see. But they both fit the bill for the cacti space, so it all works out. And then free space, baby, followed by the tulip space, which is to read a book that centers romantic love. And boy, howdy. I'm so excited to read Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. I'm positive. It's Ashley Herring Blake. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it. Ashley Herring Blake. Anyway, this is the 3rd book in the Bright Falls trilogy. It is a trilogy of sapphic romances. The first one, Delilah Green Doesn't Care, made me realize that I like romance. The second one I enjoyed quite a bit, though nothing can live up to Delilah Green for me personally. But regardless, I'm so excited to read Iris Kelly Doesn't Date. Iris Kelly has been such a funny, lovable character in the other books, and I'm really, really excited to get to know her better. She's kind of been like the comic relief, so I'm really interested to see if she gets like the main character syndrome, or if we just learn more about her and understand her in a deeper, more profound way. I'm so excited. Again, I love this series. I've really been looking forward to this release, and it is currently on hold at the library for me. So I will start it as soon as I possibly can. Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. And it'll also fit into that reading vlog I was talking about earlier. And lastly, for the bingo board is the mole space, which is to read a book with a strong antagonist. This was a little bit tricky. Based off of the synopses of the books on my TBR, none of them scream strong antagonist, but I think this one will fit the bill. This is Juniper and Thorn by Ava Reed. This is about magical sisters in a magical city. It's kind of folklore, fairy tale, historic fiction. I know that the sisters have an abusive father, and I think that he, and probably misogyny in general, will be a strong antagonist. But there's also danger lurking in the city, which is pretty vague, but that's what it says in the synopsis. I don't know a ton about this book, obviously, but it's the most beautiful cover I've ever seen in my whole life, and I'm very, very excited to read it. I've heard kind of mixed things, but based off of what I like, I think I'll agree with the people who like it. Fingers crossed. Next up, this one is not related to the readathon, but it is a buddy read with the magnificent Clara from Unclarable. I'm so excited to read this with her and my partner, actually. The three of us are gonna buddy read it together. It is The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. I think it's about zombies. I saw Allie read it in her Summerween video, and I don't really remember why her reaction to it was like, oh, I gotta read that, but it was. And I don't really remember, but I still have that residual excitement about it. We'll see. I really hope I enjoy it. I think I will, even though I truly have next to no idea what it's about. But I also think that it's one of those books that will benefit from not knowing a ton about it. And then the three last books that are kind of padding this tentative TBR that are really just like the highest priority in my general TBR shelf at this time, the books that I'm most excited for and I think I'm the most likely to be in the mood to read in November. And that is A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. It is about Dracula's wife writing Dracula letters about how abusive he is, that type of thing. Inkblood Sister Scribe, we have sapphics, we have magical, dangerous books, we have magical, dangerous libraries. Sign me up. And we have The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brianne Randall. This is pitched as Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic. I figure if I need a cozy, spooky time, which I always need at some point, this will be here for me. All right, that is everything. I'm very interested to see how many of these books I actually read. This is my first time doing like a TBR, and I think I'm too stubborn and too much of a mood reader to really know what I'm gonna want to read this month. But I'm so excited about all of these books that I think it might work out. Stay tuned and we'll find out together. I am so psyched to participate in the Bloomin Readathon. I hope that others are doing it and that we can talk about it with each other. This is my first time participating in any readathon on this channel, so very exciting stuff. Feel free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Are you especially excited to see me read any of these books? Have you somehow guessed the extremely difficult theme of my next reading vlog? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.